Welcome back to the Who's and Yanks. We talk everything Canada soccer and U.S. soccer. Tonight we'll be talking about the U.S. women finalized Olympic roster for Tokyo 2020. And just like the Canadian women's national team, this video might be another short one as we have a finalized list of names and a quick starting 11 that was pretty easy to choose from, other than one, I think, especially in the United States, one kind of debate one kind of lineup, one kind of player position that could be debatable, and that's with the U.S. sisters. But we'll get to that in depth. But right now, let's read off some of the names of the people who made the finalized roster. Once again, like I say, I've always, I apologize for any of the names I mispronounce. I would do my best to pronounce everything the correct way. So as keepers, we start with Alyssa Nair, I believe is pronounced. And then we have Adriana Franch, and then we go to the defenders. Abby Dalkember, we have Crystal Dunn, Becky Sauerbrunn, Kelly O'Hara, Tiara Davidson, Emily Sonnet as our defenders to choose from. We go to the midfielders now. We have Julie Ertz, Lindsay Horan, Rose Lavelle, Samantha Mewis, and Christine Mewis, the sisters. And then we have our strikers, Alex Morgan, Carly Lloyd, Megan Rapinoe, Christian Press, and Tobin Heath. And our alternates, so basically the subs of people that they're going to travel but may not play, are Jane Campbell, Casey Kruger, Katharina Macario, and Lynn Williams. And that does it for the players or the women that made the United States finalized U.S. roster for Tokyo 2020. And congrats to them. And I think, as I said, the Canadian ones, for the ones that didn't make it that you would like to see, hopefully they'll make it next year, or not next year, but in 2024, whenever those Olympics are held. Maybe they'll break into this one. But yeah, a lot of the names that a lot of people expect to see from the roster, and just like the Canadian roster, for me, once again, there's not really any surprises for any new names that make the list, or any names I'm shocked to see who didn't make it. Everybody who made it has a spot. They earned it. No complaints or no really any surprises. And yeah, just say it that way. But I do want to talk about two women that I would like to see play. And just like I think last in Canadian, I talked about Jordan Heidema. This video is I want to spotlight Katharina Macario and Lynn Williams. And I know they're in the reserves, but if they get to play for the U.S. women, I think they'll be interesting. Katharina Macario, I think grew up Brazilian, but then changed her allegiance to the U.S. And so that will be really fun to watch her play. She says she wants to play for this team. I say they should give her a chance. And I'm curious to see what she can do. I mean, we only saw a little bit of her in the friendlies before, in the summer series, right? But then not really her as a starter. But same with Lynn Williams. I think Lynn Williams, when we were checking her out, she looked pretty great too. But I want to see what it's like for both of these women to get a chance to just start and just play for, more than 60 minutes, or just having more than 30 minutes to play and make an impact on the game. I think honestly, if we give those two a chance, they'll be really fun to watch and entertaining. But we'll see what the head coach of the United States does. But yeah, hopefully we can see what they do. And now we're going to get to go to my starting 11, which, as I said earlier in the video, everyone has a lockdown spot. There's only one that, honestly, you can't go wrong with. But I'm going to have to make a decision like I do for the most of the videos. But we go to our starting 11. Reminder, I am playing a 4-3-3. And so if whatever doesn't sound right or doesn't fit, this is just for my formation for fun. And so if it doesn't fit, don't worry. The USA can always play a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-3-1 or whatever they like to play. But for fun, for sakes, we're gonna just run my 4-3-3, and this is what I would have if I was running a 4-3-3. So in the starting keeper, I would have Alyssa Nair, I believe is pronounced, as my starting keeper. And then the back four, I have Crystal Dunn, Becky Sauerbrunn, Abby Dalkember, and Emily Sonnet as on the solid back four. and I think that's a pretty solid back four, as we know what this top team in the world can do. And then we go to the midfield. I have Lindsey Horan, the three in the middle. So Lindsey Horan, Rose Lavelle, and we have a decision to make between either Sam or Christy Mewis. One of the siblings, and you can't go wrong with either, as I said earlier. But for this one, I don't know. I think for starters, I don't know who really starts, but I think it's Christy Mewis. I think that normally starts. So maybe I think it's going to be Christy Mewis. But honestly, you can't go wrong with any of them. Both of them are going to give you great performances, great efforts on the field. And honestly, I think that for me, I have to choose. I would say let's get the one that doesn't really play a lot. Sam Mewis or whoever comes off the bench. I want to see them start, just like I mentioned with Katarina Macario and Lynn Williams. Right? I think we should give them a chance. So whoever doesn't, whoever gets less time on the field, I think let them start. There's really no drop off between the sisters. And then finally, our three up top is the big three, arguably the biggest trio or the most dangerous trio, definitely in the world, is Alex Morgan, Megan Rapinoe, and Carly Lloyd. Oh my goodness, those three. If you put those three together on a 4-3-3, there will be some havoc and some trouble that will be caused from these three playing together. That chemistry up top, you just try to imagine it, and it's wild. But that's what I would have, If I was playing a 4-3-3, that would definitely be my go-to lineup, definitely with the big three up top. But, yes, I have Alyssa Nair as the starting keeper, with Crystal Dunn in the back, Becky Sauerbrunn, Abby Dahlkemmer, and Emily Sonnet. So, once again, the defensive back line, with Lindsey Horan, Rose Lavelle, and I think it's Sam Mewis, who doesn't get much playing time. Give her a chance. If not, then if Christy doesn't get the most playing time, then whoever it is. But whoever doesn't get playing time, I wouldn't mind seeing them play. And then the top three, Alex Morgan, Megan Rapinoe, and Carly Lloyd. Can't go wrong with any of them. Power three up top, dangerous. They're going to cause havoc, and hopefully they'll cause havoc in the Olympics as well, too. But that pretty much does it, If you like this video, like, share, subscribe it. Tell all your friends about it, and also tell all your friends that, if they haven't been paying attention to the Olympics, tell them to pay close attention.